Greetings, my friends. I'm called to return to speak about the eternal process of evolution that we have taken in. We are ascending, we're evolving through this great spiral of energy, and it for most of us it is our last incarnation in the third dimension. We'll never have to go through that much struggle or fight or ignorance again. And so first I wanted to thank God for giving me the time to remove. For 10 years ago I thought I was completely ready, but when I looked back at all the struggle and the difficulty that those last 10 years have brought into my life, I realized that I was able to eliminate all kinds of unconscious fear, all kinds of shadows and limitation I had within my consciousness. So I find myself a lot more empowered and more free, and all of that was replaced by the light and love of God within myself that I carry everywhere I go. So it is the final incarnation, and this final incarnation we need to achieve the mastery of love and light. And so some will be given a few more incarnations to complete the program if needed, but we're going to be rejuvenated and will be completely moved out of this third dimension very soon. There's going to be some cosmic, this inner cosmic unfoldment is really creating a rejuvenation and a complete rewritten. Our DNA has been rewritten to move into Homo luminous and to a higher form of being. And so a lot of people, some people will be given a few more incarnations, others will be sent to a 3D planet to continue their evolution for a full cycle, hundreds of thousands of years, where they will live purely through the world of senses. Yet it will be easier, there won't be money there, there won't be war, there won't be pollution, so it's going to be easier, but they will be continuing their cycle in the third dimension. And even the dark souls will be provided a fourth dimensional negative reality, which they will not be able to interfere with either the 3D world or the fifth dimensional world. It's like a more demonic realm, a 4D negative realm, where they're going to be able to continue to learn the lesson they need to learn up until the point they return to the light. And if at some point the Creator sees that there is absolutely no chance of redemption, of return to the light, then there will be the dissolution of personality. That has never happened in our local universe, but it happened many times in all the universes. Beings that rebel against the Creator, when there is no more possibility, their memories integrate the Supreme, but their personality is no longer anywhere to be found. But let's see that if God knows that there is still hope for a lot of them. And so it is because this ascension we're going through is very unusual. Usually when we ascend, we live our physical life and we do a lot of service, we do a lot of enlightenment, and then we die, we pass the portal of death, and then we return to the source of all life and the source of light and love, the Creator. Like the Buddha, the Christ, and many others, but in this there was Lao Tzu that ascended on the blue buffalo, or Enoch that fused with his I am presence, but usually you have to pass the portal of death in order to complete the ascension. But that is not the case right now. We're meant to integrate the frequency and the code of the light and love of God in our physical biology in order to ascend that physical biology through a rewritten of our DNA. So and very because now we have to stop seeing God as a separate being. God has always been here. He will always be here. He's here now, and He's always been you. He's always been the truest part of ourselves. And we have to stop seeing God as something separate. To let go of all the separation. Return to the one power. And so the in-between state where we constantly shifted from third dimension to fifth dimension to third dimension to fifth dimension to all of this in-between kind of buffer zone of the fourth dimension that we're traversing will soon come to an end. We'll be fully anchored into the fifth and sixth dimension, so we'll be able to continue our life with galactic consciousness. And so personally I find it peaceful to not be triggered by a lot of things that used to trigger me, that through a very personal thing that used to come through my consciousness and that would push out buttons within me, and we used to have emotional response to that. Now I trust everything in the hands of God, and I let go of outcomes. It's like if it's meant to be, will be. If it's not meant to be, it won't be. Yet it is very important to affirm and reaffirm our intention in terms of what is wanted, because we are co-creator. So it's a subtle, it's very subtle, because we do need to let it go and trust the flow, and yet we need to when we're confronted with possibilities, we have to affirm what it is we want really. So it is a collaboration and a co-creation with our divine I am. So because we need to accept or reject, and what we accept or reject is really what forms our future. Yet for me, it's like I eventually submitted to my guidance. I became submissive to what my higher self, my soul, and my spirit wanted, because I was rejecting a situation that felt really uncomfortable. It was so uncomfortable, I had to reject it, but I had to bear through that. Now it's no longer uncomfortable. I'm just I return to my sovereign self, and so this like I can align with this God timeline and accept certain aspect of that potential future, and see what comes of that. Because in third dimension, with this third dimensional plane is all about lie. It's all about the great teachings was to doubt our inner divinity and to accept fear and struggle as the truth. So it's all been a manipulation. The false belief that darkness is as real as light, that evil is as powerful as the divine. When all of that is an illusion, only the divine is true power. It is truth and it is power. And when we embody that, no dark forces, no opposing force, they will dissolve in the unity of the love of the one and the truth. So it is very important. God waits for us to come to that realization before he can dissolve, use the violet fire, dissolve all of that. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. We're really anchoring ourselves into this new timeline. Well, it's not new, but it's going to change our physical life. And it's changing our inner life as well. Every day we are being upgraded. And the card of the day is the illumination. All our cells, all our chakras are being illuminated, and slowly but surely this higher light is coming down from heaven and from within. As it comes down from heaven, it resonates with our inner light, and because our bodies needs to be in alignment for this ascension, our mental body, our emotional body, our physical body, and our astral spiritual bodies. The higher wisdom is stand still. So it's about learning to return to center, to stand still very much as often as possible. It doesn't mean that we're not acting upon what we need to do. What we need to understand is stillness, because within the stillness and the silence, there is when it is happening. That's when we're able to connect to a greater consciousness. What we need to do is opportunity. We're creating opportunity, and we're ready to move into whatever opportunity is showing ourselves. We're ready for action now. So it's like, do not miss the opportunity. When opportunity knocks, even if it doesn't work, at least you go for it. You just don't hesitate. Don't be shy, basically. And the outcome is community. We're really going to be forming a new form of community. There's only one community. It's the human community. It's only one consciousness. But the unleashing, the Vatican has unleashed the very dark power for this Antichrist energy and this fight in the Middle East and all that. So we just send our love and light. All of that will dissolve. It's like they're really throwing their last cards, and so we're going to be able to assist the global community by forming micro communities with our soul and spirit, with those who are attracted to those higher energy of the Renaissance and the New Age and the New Earth. It's a very fast growing community, and all of those who are in the spiritual ascension process are part of that movement, part of that energy. So it is all inclusive, yet it is only free will that will determine who will ascend with us as the first wave. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. There is nothing to fear if we don't ascend on the first wave. There is a second and a third wave. For God will always provide on every level whatever we seek, whatever we want, wherever we are at. It is all an eternal process, an eternal spiral of evolution. Well, I thank you very much. Not to forget to like, to share, to comment. I thank you for not to forget to subscribe. I thank you for your donations if you can, and if you want a private session or discuss art, you're welcome to send me an email. I wish you a wonderful day, a wonderful Sunday, a wonderful summer that is to come. We hope it's going to be festive, and the solstice is the energy of the solstice is not over. So stand still, just be in a receptive mode to receive the new codes and take the time to integrate them. I thank you very much. Namaste.